Alright, what's going on, guys? Sprazzy here, and I'm gonna be bringing you guys on how to make a banner. Someone in my last video requested it, so I'm bringing it to you guys. I'm gonna make this real quick because I did try to record this already and it came out really horribly. I did this banner right here, but I didn't record all of it. So basically, I have this banner for Tony right here, which I'll be dropping a link in the description as well. Also with the new banner I'm gonna make for Genetic Gaming, but I think I might just use this one, or I don't see how this one, or however this new one comes out. Whichever one is better, I'll use it. But I'll also be dropping in this link this. All you gotta do is just go download it. The same with the other two things. And once you download it, just double click it, and it'll open everything up for you. Everything you need, all of these little lines. So first of all, we're gonna be making a simple banner. You know, nothing too hard. We're gonna be making Genetic Gaming like a banner that I have. So we're gonna be going on and let's get started with it. So we're gonna just change the letters to Genetic. We're gonna put Genetic, and I'm gonna give you this one and the other one too, because whichever one you like. I did one, and I don't know if it'll be good or not, but basically, it's basically like this. This one right here, basically like that, Genetic Gaming, and then it basically doesn't. Just looks like that. It's pretty simple, you know, nothing too hard. I'm basically gonna be doing it something like this, but yeah, we're gonna be Genetic Gaming 130 something right here. We'll be doing that, and then we're gonna come and GTA. We're gonna look at a little concept. Let's put this one. Actually, no. Put GTA. I'm gonna use Concept 20. I really love this image. It's freaking amazing. Okay, and you know, when you do this, you can like just level it out to like, if you want to see just the guys' faces, or this guy's face and then the gun. You know, just level it out however you want. And then once you've done that, you can just put it in front. And like, let's say, for example, let's say you want one of the letters. Like, let's say you want to put concept 9 in it, right? So you're just gonna want to make sure the letter is above it, and right click and create clip in. And what that's gonna do is just gonna put the letters in it. But if you do that, make sure you put a stroke on it, on the letters, so that make sure you put a stroke on the words, so they pop out a little bit more, something like that. But the image, this image, just go to filter and blur it out a bit, not too much, just like probably about, just blur it out like about that much, so you know you can sort of focus on the image. So you don't have to be like, because if you don't blur it out, it's gonna look a bit bad. So yeah, let's go ahead and put that, and then sort of move this like that. And if you want, you can also put these two bars. Like, let's say we're gonna make a bar, like, you can, oh fuck, you can put like these two bars and then put images on the sides right here. But we're not gonna do that because that's how the other one was, so we're just gonna make it a little bit more stylish for this one. So after that, you can add a little bit of color correction to it. So you can just come, get your brush tool, and once you've done that, like, let's say you want to make it a little bit dark from behind, so like the image looks like a little bit more seeable, or something like that. I don't know, whichever you prefer. Just mess around with it. You'll eventually end up getting you know, the hang of like this shiz. But we're gonna go for this sort of thing right here. So we're gonna put a little bit of light on it. We're gonna put this light on it. So we're gonna give it a little bit of color correction to it, so that it doesn't look too freaking empty. Put a little bit of color correction. Make sure you don't put too much, or else your image is gonna look a little bit bad, and I think I did it too much. So let's not do it on the top, let's just do it on the bottom. So we have Genetic Gaming here, and if you want to twist the words, so like what we're gonna do right now, just click on the T right here and come to this thingy, and then we're gonna go to flag. Just make sure it's seeable. Actually, no, let's put that on 0. But the image needs to be a little bit. Let's put it on 20. And we can do it like that. And what that basically did, it's just like sort of shaked it a bit, and you know, it sort of looks like this, you know. But if you take the image away from it, and if you take this image away, it sort of looks like that. But it looks better like this because it sort of gives it a little bit of more texture to the whatchamacallit, to the image. But actually, I'm gonna change the blur on this because I don't like the way it looks. This on it. So we're gonna get the GTA photo again, concept 20, place it here. I don't like how it looked with the color correction, just looked a bit too cheap in my opinion. So let's go with that. So we've done that, and then of course we're gonna go to filter, blur, geisha blur, and then we're just gonna click OK. Okay, and they basically just blurred it all like this. And don't ever do this to the image. Don't ever try minimizing it so that it looks so that it evens out, so you don't have to look at this part. Just cut it out, because if you do that, it's gonna look really freaking nasty, and it's not gonna look good at all. Trust me, it's gonna look horrible. So you can play around with the text if you want. You can duplicate the layer, and then create clipping, right? Where'd this image come from? Oh, create clipping like you did here, and then you can sort of move it around like while it's in the inside. So let's put the dude's face there, and then put the text, like let's say you want to move it around a bit, so you can do it something like that, so it looks sort of like 3D-ish. So you can do it like that, and then let's say you want to change that color to like black, so it makes it wrong way. Oopsie. So let's say this one. So you want to make it look like 3D or something, you can change it something like that, you know. It's up to you, and just play around with it. But that was basically a tutorial for this one. It wasn't too long, but that's just how to do like a little bit of how to make your words sort of a little bit 3D-ish without really having to work with it. It's just, you know, all you really have to do is just move it around a bit like this, you know, but don't over exaggerate to where it looks like this, or you know, just play around however. It really doesn't matter, however you like it. You know, you can sort of do it like this, but this sort of looks like, I don't know, it just looks a little bit weird. So we're gonna leave them like this. It sort of gives it like a little bit of a 3D shape to it, you know, so that it doesn't look too bad. But or you can just change, you can just pick the same color like this, but actually no, let's stick with black. Actually, let's see what color would look good. Yeah, let's stick with gray, because it sort of gives it like that cartoonish color. I don't know, something like that. But let's stick with gray, and it gives it that little cartoonish color. You know, we don't have too much of a bad banner here. You know, it's pretty simple. But I know it was a quick tutorial. The last one was actually a whole lot longer, but something happened with the recording, so I don't know. But this is basically going to be the tutorial for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, basically right now we're just starting off with a little bit of like short things, and then later on we're going to move on to some bigger projects, you know, teaching you guys how to make more complicated stuff, or like, you know, sort of starting like actual tutorials. This is just, I'm showing you guys like a little bit of tips, and you guys can like sort of follow along with what I'm doing. But nevertheless, I hope you guys did enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.